Hey guys, John here, and this is the first video I've done for a long time. The reason for this, people have asked me how I record the PlayStation 4 voice party chat or comms, and this is basically how I do it. Now, the way that I've done it, you will need to be quite proficient or able to use a soldering iron, or have access to one, or get somebody else to do it maybe. But this little block diagram is kind of the easiest way to show you how I link everything together. If you recorded comms on PlayStation 3 before, you would have noted that it's pretty easy to do. Just follow the instructions in the headset. Now, my headset is a Turtle Beach headset. If you're familiar with that, or even if you've got Astros or something else, they might be similar, the headphones that you use. These are based on corded headphones, by the way, not the wireless ones. So with the Turtle Beach P11Ds, there's a little cable that comes out of the headset, and you'd plug excuse me, one of them's got the USB for the power. We've got a little amplifier in the middle with two dials on, one that's volume for chat, one that's volume for the game, yeah. And you've also got like a mini jack that goes into the back of the TV or some audio source to use the game, so you can hear the game audio basically, and other members of your chat party. Okay, what I've done is I've completely scrapped that. I've taken apart the headphones. Inside my P11D headset is a little circuit board. In that circuit board, it's labelled left, neutral, right, and that's for the left and right audio, obviously stereo. And then there's one that says mic as well, and there's another neutral. Well, it's actually common, it's not a neutral, but anyway, so it's pretty easy to wire up. If you need me to kind of help you with that, by all means do so. Now, what I've used in place of the cord with the USB and all of that, I've taken that completely off. What I've put on there instead is another two cables. So one, do you know the earbud that you get with the PlayStation 4 initially, that thing that you poke in your ear that's too big for your ear, and it's only mono sound? The cord that's on there, the connector that's on there is a three-way mini jack. You'll notice it'll probably look the same on your headphones or your headset or your mic headset, whatever you call it, that you use for an iPhone or for your Android phone. It's the same kind of thing. It's got a like four little spaces, little silver bits on, yeah. They are, one of them's common, one of them's left, one of them's right, and one of them's on for your mic. So what I've done is I've just used a multimeter to work out which cord which cable relates to which side of this connector. I am going a bit more into detail now, so I apologise if you can't follow me. Just give me the thumbs down, or leave a comment. So anyway, let's carry on. So what I've done is I've used a cord like that, then wired it directly into my headset. If you can see here, these block diagrams, they don't exactly represent in scale or anything else like that, but I've just made this in PowerPoint. I'm not the best at PowerPoint, but the cord is wired onto the left, one on the left, one on the right, one on the mic, one on the common, and then that all I've got from a headset is a little trailing cable that I plug into my headset that you can see there. As well as that, I've also soldered on two phono connectors, one left, one right. And the reason for that is, I'll explain later, but you can see on the bottom left hand of the image, the bottom right hand side of the image, the blue line that goes across the bottom onto the next slide, that will show you where that goes. So basically this is how I set it up. So as you know, with a HD PVR or whatever recording device you've got, we can record HDMI now, which is good, so there's no need for splitters or anything like that. So I've gone from a PlayStation 4 with a HDMI cable into my HD PVR, out of the HD PVR direct to my TV, and then the USB that comes out of the HD PVR, obviously that goes into your PC or laptop or whatever you're recording on. Okay, and then the controller, as I've got here, the cord that I've soldered on, both of these cables that I've soldered onto my headset, one goes to the PlayStation 4 controller, so I can hear my friends in the party chat through my headphones, and the mic also goes through there, so my friends can hear me. Okay, so moving on to the next slide. This is my mixer. It doesn't obviously represent my mixer, it's just a square box. So the cable that you saw from the last slide that came on the bottom right hand of the page, that goes to an input from my headphones. Okay, so everything that I can hear, whether it be the game sound and also the chat from the party members, that goes into a mixer. Now what I've got is a little 8-channel mixer at the back of my TV. I obviously only use the 2 channels, but through there I can mix the level, I can change the EQ, the bass, the middle, the treble. I can change a few different things. So that's how that goes into my sound mixer. Now as you can see there, the little blue dot, that is an external mic. Now it's the mic I'm using to talk through now, because I've done a lot of live music and kind of things like that, entertainment. I have all of this equipment now. It's just because I didn't need to buy other stuff. But again, there are other ways that you can do this, but I'm doing it because I've got this kit already. So I've got an external mic. It's basically a vocal mic. It's XLR. It's the same fitting that you use for any normal mixer, and that plugs into my mixer as well. And I can adjust the bass, the treble, the gain, the levels, all of that. Okay, so I've got 2 things plugged into my little mixer at the back of the TV. It's my external mic, what I'm talking through now, it's the same one, and the sound that comes from my headphones. Everything that I hear in my headset goes through into my mixer. That includes the chat. So carrying on with this slide then. So because I've got an analog mixer and an analog mic, I have to turn it into a digital signal. So I use a sound card, and it's very inexpensive piece of equipment, maybe £25 or £30. In fact, I think it's about £40 actually. It's an M Audio Transit sound card. It turns an analog signal into a digital signal. So that's what I needed, obviously, so I can record it onto my PC or laptop in my case. So look at the blue line. The USB video from the HD PVR comes straight out across. That's going to go directly into my PC on the next slide. The sound card, the inputs are my mic I'm talking through now, and the sound from a headset through the sound card, because I need to convert it to digital, and then it comes out of the sound card via USB, and then that's going to go into my PC, and that's on the next slide. So I'm kind of hoping you're following this. I may have made it a little bit too technical or difficult, but it's not really. You just think about everything has to talk to each other. That's when I first learned sound engineering. That's how it pretty much was. The video signal from my HD PVR is the HDMI, and there's no audio. I don't use the audio through that. I use only the audio that comes out of my controller, and that goes into the mixer, and then my voice, so I can record my own voice on my recordings, obviously, goes through the mixer, and the sound then comes out through the sound card through the USB, which then just goes directly into the USB. Now on the Hapag program, I've just written a little note here. I record with the latest Hapag software. It includes an optional USB mic input. So if you have a desktop USB mic, you could use that as like a snowball or something. You could use that instead. You wouldn't need to go to the trouble of all this mixer. The only reason I do it is because I've got the hardware already, and it's easier for me to just connect up, and I don't need to buy additional stuff. If you've got a USB mic like a Blue Yeti or a Snowball or something, you could go directly into the into your Hapag program with that and record your own voice, if that's understandable. The only reason I've done this video is just to show people how I do it. Now by all means, I will certainly do a video with better graphics and everything else, with proper screenshots, if you want me to, of how I think if you've got a HD PVR, I think you need the gaming one, the 2nd edition, or there's obviously other versions out there, the Elgato for example, but if you want me to do that video, I will do, but this is just so I can show people how I do the recording. Is this easy enough to understand? Please leave your comments below. Some people might go over their heads, or they might say, oh yeah, that's easy, or whatever, but this is my video, guys. Basically, when you look at it at the end of the day, you want to record your comms. If you can record the videos, if you've got a PVR and a recording software, and you've got the laptop or PC that you record on, it's pretty simple to do. but it just takes a little bit of thinking about. As I've put in this note here, I record with the latest Hapag software, includes optional USB mic input. This is where I select my sound card in the drop down box in the program menu in the software. So if you guys have got one of those Blue Yetis or a USB mic, you could select that. That wouldn't be a problem. But what I'm thinking is how you would get the audio from your game sound and from your headphones or your headset into the program, because you would only record your voice and through the USB mic, external mic, and the game sound. I don't know if you'd be able to record your headset. Somebody try it out. Windshare, you try that out. But anyway, this is my apologies. It's gone on for quite a while now, but this is my video. This is how I do it. If you any comments below, please do leave them below. If you want me to do another video on an easier way of doing this with proper screenshots and stuff, I will do that. It just take me a little bit of time. But thanks for watching, guys. I'm sorry if it's been just complete nonsense. But if you want a shorter video, I'll do that as well. But by all means, fast forward the bits that are boring. And thanks for watching. Take it easy. We'll see you again soon. Bye bye.